Hi, I'm Brent Haynes with Woodsound Flutes, and I'm thrilled to be able to offer you today 4 different flutes. The first flute we're starting with is an ultra high G made out of Tasmanian Blackwood burl with ebony, some yellow cedar burl, and just an awesome little high flute. These high flutes up above an ultra high F I do as a 5-hole flute simply because you get to being fairly tight on finger spacing. A 6-hole can be added for a 6-hole flute, although for someone like myself, I just would not recommend it. It can be done on the side. It just is a little bit awkward, in my opinion. Anyways, it's an awesome flute, just a lot of fun, and you can see that more of that on the website. I'll go from highest to lowest. Our next flute is an ultra high C made out of curly poplar. This has been color enhanced to look like to this beautiful orange, intense orange color. It's got a butterfly totem on it made out of yellow cedar burl, Tasmanian Blackwood burl, some walnut, silver. It's got silver inlays, ebony, just a gorgeous, gorgeous high C. Wow, it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous sounding flute. Really rich and round and very, very present. Love it. Poplar, silver, ebony, and yellow cedar burl. The next flute I get to share with you is a mid-F sharp made out of Redwood Burl with kingwood on it. It has a little bit of buckeye burl for some trim and a little bit of abalone on the flute as accent. This is a really lovely piece of redwood hanging burl. This particular burl came from higher up in the tree, and you can see this an awesome little golden patch of a sapwood coming through the heartwood. Really, really cool. Something like this, you don't see that very often. You don't get those opportunities all that much. So when people see a flute like this and they're like, "Oh, I want one like that," it's hard to say yes, we can do that, because it's very much a matter of the wood, having the wood that will do the look we want. Anyways, again, this is a mid-F sharp. Beautiful. Again, mid-F sharp, Redwood Burl. This next flute we get to share with you is made out of a piece of eastern red cedar that we've been calling eastern red cedar burl, mostly just because it had so much color going on in the board. It had just all sorts of these dark stripes with light stripes and these deep maroons and pinks and everything coming together in it. And so it's just a really nice piece of wood. Anyways, this is a low C. We've got walnut for the trim. We've got a little bit of ebony. We've got shoulders of walnut. We've got a howling coyote on it as a totem. And again, in a low C. had an opportunity this week to play that for a friend's funeral, and it was just really wonderful to play "Come Thou Font" for his funeral. And he had the opportunity to go fishing. He was 87 years old. This friend of mine, neighbor right up the street, went fishing that day and had a stroke while he was out fishing. Didn't really know that's what happened until the next day. But within 2 days he was dead. And I mean, fishing was like his thing. He and I talked fishing a lot, and just an awesome way for him, you know, to transition to the next realm. Anyways, it was kind of cool. But what a joy it is to be able to have the instruments, to be able to use them in things like funeral services, and to try and bring a little bit of comfort and a little cheer to those that are going through really hard things. And I appreciate all of you out there with your flutes that are Woodsounds, and other flutes too, and making music, and trying to make the world a little bit more beautiful every day. Have a great day. We'll talk to you later.